Hey YouTube, it's Dale Cooper here. Got a pretty exciting unboxing today from Provident. So most of my life I've been a pretty avid record collector, like old vinyl records. And I sort of accumulated a pretty huge, valuable collection over the years. And a few years ago, I just kind of started losing interest for a lot of different reasons, but mainly it was just becoming more stressful than fun for me. They're very fragile. You get to a point where the stuff you want, you have to buy off eBay, and then you have to worry if people grade them correctly, if they package them correctly, if the mailman, steps on it, if it melts in the sun, all these crazy things. And there are a bunch of other reasons, but a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago, I started selling stuff pretty heavily. And what I was doing was selling things kind of here and there, onesie twosie, like I'd find one thing that, oh, I don't need this, and get rid of it. And having a baby was a big factor in that too. I definitely want records in the house. I want her to know what they are and to enjoy them, but I don't want to be the dad who's like freaking out if, she plays rough with them or chucks one across the floor. So I decided to put a bunch of stuff on eBay, because the best way to sell that kind of stuff on eBay is to do a bunch at once instead of one at a time. So I did that about a month ago. I sold a bunch of LPs and a bunch of 45s, and they did really well, actually, like better than I was expecting. And so I was gonna put that money into precious metals. Different people have different strategies. I'm not investing my 401k. I'm not investing my family's life savings. My wife and I, the way we budget our money, we each have some money every month for ourselves to do whatever we want with. So that's primarily what I've been putting into precious metals. I've had my eye on this gold piece for a long time. And it kind of went against my main philosophy, which was to buy mostly fractional gold, maybe like 1 ounce, maybe a 50 peso gold piece. I really love those, and would actually like to have one at some point, but I never wanted to go too big, just because, for a bunch of reasons. The bigger you get, the more that counterfeiting or forgeries are a concern. They're harder to move, et cetera, et cetera. So, but I've had my eye on this, like I said, and so I was kind of torn with what I wanted to do with this money. If, there were 1 ounce maple leaves and a buffalo and, Philharmonics, and like I said, the 50 peso gold coin. There were a ton of things I wanted. But in the end, and with some help from 24K, I messaged him about this piece in particular with some concerns and some questions. I went with the big gun that I had my eyes on, and the main reason I did it is because this is probably the only time in my life I will have this much money at one time without trying to save for a long time, which is not easy for me. So it was like, I could save up for 1 ounce in a few months, or versus something like this that would take a long time. So I figured this is kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity to get this. So let me show you what I got. Feels like there's perhaps a catalog or something in here. So, nice free issue of American Hard Assets. I've ordered from Provident before, but nothing anywhere near an order of this size, so I guess they treat the big customers a little better. And let me pull the paperwork out. And a little magnet. And an envelope inside the envelope inside the envelope. It's impressive. I'll try to carefully open this without damaging anything. So here it is. You've seen these before. Wow, that's really pretty awesome. It is the Pamp Suisse 100 gram gold bar. My hands are kind of shaking. This is not something I ever thought I'd actually own. With the assay card, you can see right there. Wow, that is amazing. It feels really awesome. 3.215 ounces. It's got some scuffs and some marks, but I'm totally okay with that. I really like this primarily because you can hold it in your hand. And like I said, this was kind of something that I probably will never be able to get again in my life, so I went kind of big, and this is going to be the centerpiece of my collection. The biggest thing I'm sure I'll ever own gold wise, and it's really awesome just to hold in your hand, and I'm very pleased. So that's what I got. I also got a tube of Silver Eagles with that APMEX eBay deal. I donated some money to some charities that I support, and I still have a little bit of money left over that I'm hanging on to, but I'll probably get some fractional gold. The Year of the Horse 10th ounce gold coins seem to be pretty good deal right now, just about as cheap as a 10th ounce coin is, and I have a bunch, like 26 of the Year of the Snake ones, so I really like those, and so I might get some of those in the future, but this is enough for now. This will hold me off for a while. Here it is. So thanks for watching. Take it easy, keep stacking.